Hi everyone, Freelance Mushrooms here. We help freelancers and digital entrepreneurs to run their businesses efficiently. And today we are going to talk about how to qualify your customer, your potential customer. My name is Eugene and this is Denise here with me. I personally run a post-production agency with the size of the team of 30 people, and we close around 200 deals a year with potential customers. And we are talking about close contracts, meaning that there are much more potential customers whom we are having interaction with. Denise, could you please share some of your numbers?
I'm running a web development business. We have more than 40 people in the team, and we have like 300 contracts a year, something like this.
So both of us figured out some formula of success, how to choose a customer who will likely help your reputation and will help you to make money. And today we're gonna talk about the checklist you should go through and the information you should get about your potential customer in order to make quality decision whether this customer is a good fit for your business and your service.
Please keep aware that you can have this information from the call, from the research, from the internet, LinkedIn, everywhere. It's just information that you should have on the table when you make the decision.
Believe it or not, sometimes just a conversation with ChatGPT can help you acquire some information about reputation of a customer and what people say about them depending on your prompt. We also use it sometimes, which is useful, especially if the person has large amount of traces in the web. So Denise, what was the point one?
I think the point one is just to know the client business. What is the size of the company? What is the business model? Who is the decision maker? All these points is very important to understand the context of the client, the needs, possible needs.
Me personally, at the beginning of my career, I felt a little shy about asking a customer, what do you do? Are you like some low-level clerk, or are you a decision maker and the owner of the business? One of the ways to do it, you can actually open up by telling them a little bit about yourself, like very briefly, within 1-2 minutes max. And after that speech, you can return a question, may I know a little bit more, what do you do for this business? And then they will tell you, I own this business, I started this company, or I'm working as a marketing or chief marketing officer, or whatever it is. And this way you can kind of softly, gently, politely acquire that essential information. Second point, client's problem. Denise, what it is all about?
The client's problem, it's not actually a problem. It's maybe a challenge, maybe it's some goal the client wants to achieve with your help. It's really important to understand what is the goal, what is the challenge, what you should help with. Sometimes clients don't mention because they think it's obvious, but it's not really obvious on your side. Don't be shy to ask, what is your biggest challenges with this task? It depends on the situation. You can ask, what is your biggest problem? What is your biggest challenge? What is the goal you want to achieve?
Yeah, the way I personally open up this type of conversation when it comes to the service of creating a short cartoon and explain a video for a business, I'm asking, what are you going to do with this video? Why do you need it in the first place? What are you trying to achieve by having this video? And then they will start telling you something like, we're planning to put it on the landing page, then we're going to run Google AdWords campaign and Facebook ads campaign to drive traffic to the website, and we expect that, or maybe we already have that in place, and we expect that a quality marketing explainer video will increase the conversion rates. That could be potentially an example of an answer. But usually this question opens up the whole wide range of pains in the customer's life. And this one small question, people rarely give the answer concise as I just presented it to you. Usually the answer to that question could become like 5, 10, sometimes 15 or even 20 minutes. And by listening to everything they have to say, you're going to learn a lot about this individual, about their business, and everything else.
Actually, it was a great example of ideal client because the client you've been describing.
Thank you for calling me ideal. Yes, I am ideal customer. If you guys ever gonna do business with me, remember this reference, okay?
It has been running through all our checklists from point 1 to point 6, actually.
Sometimes it is the case. When sometimes some customers, the way they talk, it literally after holding like I don't know, 1,000 calls, sometimes even probably a couple of hundred is enough. You hear a customer for 90 seconds and you already understand this is like this customer, I want to do business with them. And the call becomes, instead of qualifying them, the whole call becomes into accessing necessary information to provide that service, which we can talk about separately. But for now, let's carry on with our checklist. And number 3 in our list is client expectations.
I think it's better you to tell about client's expectations because you're the king of emotional connection.
Thank you. I guess the question I would use to open that conversation up, I would say something like that. Coming back to the example of a straightforward service of marketing explainer video, right, for a business and the given example, I would ask something like, okay, let's imagine the video is already there. Let's imagine you carry on with your Facebook and Google AdWords campaign. What is your expected result? How are you going to track that this video is performing well? And they can tell you something like, you know what, currently from every 100 people who are visiting our website, we have 5 people filling up the form. We would expect that 10 people or maybe more will start filling up the form. If we can double our conversion rates, we'll be very happy and we will call this video as a huge success.
Totally agree with you. Let's go to the next point, and this is a very important point.
Number 4, deliverables. So what it is all about?
Deliverables is a very important point where we should ask the client how the results should look like. Let me show you an example. Let's imagine that Eugene wants a ball. I should get what kind of ball Eugene wants. Tennis ball, soccer ball, basketball ball. Any specific description of the result of the ball Eugene wants will help me to deliver Eugene the perfect ball he wants.
Yeah, so I want a ball, purple, this size, which I can sit on and do the exercise for my ass.
The next point is also very important. It's requirements. Any kind of requirements the client have in the business. Since we're talking about the ball, it could be like I have like a door which I want to feed the ball. It could be integration with some third-party services. It could be integration with some software clients already use in a workflow. It could be any kind of specific things you should know to find the perfect ball.
If coming back to the example of marketing explainer videos for businesses, basically a question could be, is your marketing campaign only in the US or are you also advertising in Germany? Because I saw that your website is available in German, French and Spanish languages. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, we will need German, Spanish and French versions of the video. Can you provide it? Yes, and that could be an example of deliverables which we are committing to deliver to the customer to make sure their project is a success.
Let's go to the next point. Last but not least, mainly is what step we should do to start cooperation, to share you examples, estimates, questions, maybe research, something else. What should be done just after this call, if it's called?
Moreover, a good, well-organized, structured customer sometimes may push you into that question themselves and they will ask you, so what are the next steps? That means that probably the presentation you gave them about your service the questions you've asked, everything worked well. That means customer is ready. They are ready for closing. And usually if they're asking you, so let's proceed. What are the next steps? I'm convinced. If you hear that, that means all the previous work has been done well by you. And now you're just presenting what is the next step. The next step could be, as a follow-up of our conversation today, I'm going to send you the terms I work with along with getting started questions. So please, just go through getting started questions. There will be 5 of them, but I need you to answer the first 2 to start the project. What style of video you are after and what messages you want to convey in this video, this marketing explainer video example, for example. The 3 other questions we can attack later on during the project, and there is no rush with those. That could be a potential answer to that, an agreement, and it's very important to send that information after the call as fast as possible. Me personally, I usually do that during the call. While I'm talking with the customer, I always have my terms and questions open with me. Along with the conversation with the customer, I'm making notes right within that message. By the time customer is asking me to send that information, I'm already saying, this is already in your inbox. And sometimes they would open it together with me on the call and they say, oh, wow, and etc. And then we can go through those points right away. So the perfect scenario is that at the end of the call, you already gave them information, and by next steps is the agreement. When, dear customer, will you return the answers to the questions which are already in your inbox?
Eugene, nice approach, second to you. Also, we should keep in mind next steps after the job is done. This is very important for you as professional to forecast the problems or the deliverables or the something else important which client can imagine because he's not professional in the field. For example, does the client have a team to maintain, to use the instrument? Eugene, do you remember when you asked us to make a site for you? We asked you, do you have a marketing specialist on your site?
Yeah.
Or will you hire the specialist?
Yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to have a website in the first place is to create Google AdWords campaign and acquire customers directly from there. And I didn't think about hiring Google AdWords person before I started developing the website, and that is exactly what you mentioned I should do, because it will save me time and money in design and development in the future. All right, so let's wrap it up for now. Make sure you like and subscribe this channel to get more useful tips. In the next episode, we are going to talk about how to create that written follow-up message after the sales call with your potential customer. Moreover, imagine the situation your customer doesn't return your message or return late, or basically something happens in your interaction with the customer, but the deal isn't closed, the contract isn't there. What are the steps? How do you process that? How do you approach those follow-ups?
Very interesting topic. Let's do it.
Okay, this was Eugene and Denise with you. Freelance Mushrooms. Enjoy your day.
See you.